late. I said I'd stream earlier, but I was too busy uploading stuff. And then I woke up so late that I forgot to take out the recycling, and well, the people passed already. But good morning, anybody that's watching this as a past broadcast, I guess. Because nobody watches Lewted stream. Are you kidding? Why would I even make such a bad joke? Lewted stream. Somebody requested that I do the Spartans today. I'm going to do the Spartans as well as Epirus. And that's why I didn't change my channel yet, my stream title name yet. I probably will go over Athens again. Just because they're part of Sparta and Epirus. I mean, I already went over Athens, so I don't have to. It's been 2 weeks since I started streaming. It's crazy. Actually, why would I have to go to my dashboard if I can just do it here? That should have changed it. Now everybody loves the Spartans apparently. Why 300? Why Battle of Thermopylae? Why, they embody this. They're the epitome of a muscle man / a real warrior. That's what history. I mean, that's what the movies tend to portray them as. 300 is mostly. It's kind of historically inaccurate. I mean, some of the things that are shown in the movie actually happened. I mean, they were Persian immortals. I mean, I don't know if they were that bad against the Spartans, but whatever. There was... what is it? I mean, there were Spartans. However, one thing that the Spartans definitely did not have was no armor. No way. No. The Spartans always had armor. Even in Rome 2 they have armor. For a spear unit or any warrior to go without armor when you're a part of a organized Hellenic army, that you're basically asking to die. For the Spartans to never retreat, that's not true either. They have retreated before. It was just believed by the 300 that it was wrong to retreat. That's all. I mean, Epirus is looked less favorably on than Sparta. However, I like Epirus. But like I said, I'll be going into Sparta first. So, like I said, Sparta is probably the most used Greek city-state in Rome 2, just because of how the movies portray them. However, before Emperor Edition, they were still strong but weak when it came to being an organized army. In fact, even after, they're still weak. But I'll be going into Sparta first. Alright. First things first. We go over the generals. All Spartan units are different from other Hellenic factions, and that's because in this game Sparta is a completely different, like, Hellenic faction. In fact, they kind of, before Emperor Edition, they kind of were different from the Hellenics, because like I think they were the only faction that didn't have a standard Hellenic unit, like a hoplite or a pikeman or slingers. Like, they have different names but are slightly weaker. Well, no, actually the javelin men are slightly weaker. Alright, so let's start with the generals. The heroes of Sparta. These guys are, in theory, the strongest hoplite unit in the game. Oh boy. Oh. Whoops. Good thing I saw my Twitch chat over here. Shame I can't see names. Ah, there we go. Anyway, let's start that again. Heroes of Sparta are technically the strongest hoplite unit in the game. However, they have the least amount of men. They have 48 melee attack, which is stronger than most sword units. About stronger. It's definitely stronger than legionaries. Weapon damage is 29, which is regular for most good hoplite units. However, I think the Royal Spartan, yeah, they have 30. 20 bows versus large, 33 charge, 65 melee defense, 105 armor, 75 health, and 75 base morale. Unlike most hoplite units, these guys benefit more from not being in hoplite formation. I think they benefit more from charging than any other hoplite unit in the game. They benefit more from, you know, one-on-one engagements rather than being swarmed. But that's just me. 105 armor does help them survive for long, but you know, you can only survive so many arrows, so many javelins, so many slingers, so many hits from long swords or whatever, and then eventually you'll die. You move over to Royal Spartans. They have 44 melee attack, 30 weapon damage, 15 bonus versus large, 28 charge, 67 melee defense, 105 armor, 70 health, 75 morale. See, theoretically these guys are weaker, except when it comes to melee defense, than Heroes of Sparta. However, the reason why they cost 1,250 is because they have 120 men, which is the regular size for large. They have 44 attack, which is stronger than picked hoplites. And they have the same armor, but better melee defense. They also, I think, have the same morale. Move over to Spear Infantry. Spartan youths are their weakest spear unit. These guys are more useful for helping their cav, and I'll explain why later. They have 18 attack, 26 weapon damage, 15 bonus versus large, 18 charge, 41 melee defense, 55 armor, 50 health, 40 morale. One thing to note is that these guys are disciplined. Usually you don't see that with low tier spear units. Discipline means that they can rally more often than a unit that doesn't have disciplined. For example, I think Levy Freeman don't have disciplined. They also don't suffer a morale penalty when the general dies. Periodicoi spears. I used to believe these guys were a variant of the Ariel spears, but they're not. They do have javelins, which I think they're the only spear unit that Sparta has that has javelins. So they're useful for, I guess, being behind skirmishers. They have 20 attack, 25 weapon damage, 20 bonus versus large, 20 charge, 50 melee defense, 65 armor, 50 health, and 40 morale. The first hoplite, Perioikoi hoplites. Perioikoi were free men. I mean, they still had to do things for the Spartans, but they were considered freemen according to history. 24 melee attack, 26 weapon damage, 15 bonus versus large, 14 charge, 50 melee defense, 75 armor, 60 health, 45 morale. These guys are the weakest hoplites that Sparta has. However, if you play as Carthage and you use Libyan hoplites, or if you played the Battle of Cannae, you'll understand why sometimes these guys can be very useful and very cost effective. The very first Spartan unit was the very first Spartan hoplite unit, Spartan hoplites. Spartan youths. Yeah. These guys know nothing but war according to their description text. They have 36 melee attack, which is 2 points better than regular hoplites. 26 weapon damage, 15 bonus versus large, 26 charge, 65 melee defense, 80 armor, 65 health, 65 morale. These guys have better morale and better attack than a regular hoplite unit. They also definitely have better melee defense. However, I think these guys do sometimes falter to thorax swordsmen. And then I run over these two. You go over to pike infantry. They have periodicoi pikemen, which have 34 melee attack, 24 weapon damage, 7 charge, 22 melee defense, 60 armor, 50 health, 45 morale. And then there's the Spartan version, which has 41 melee attack, same weapon damage, 24, 9 charge, 28 melee defense, 65 armor, 70 health, 60 morale. It's funny because pikemen used to have an ability called Brace. Now you can only use it in the campaign if your general has a high cunning attribute level. But yeah, it was useful for helping them beat units that were good at charging and perhaps could break through the pikemen. Go move over to missile infantry. They have a nice selection of missile infantry. This one comes with a DLC, however, and these two came slightly before Emperor Edition. Helot javelin men are the weakest javelin men they have. Nothing special. They have 29 missile damage, which is weak, 15 armor, 45 health, 25 morale. They're considered slaves, so this is kind of what you'd expect from slaves. Helot archers, 35 missile damage, 10 armor, 45 health, 25 morale. Helot slingers, 20 missile damage, 150 range, 15 armor, 45 health, 25 morale. Gorgo skirmishers come with the Daughters of Mars DLC. They have 23 missile damage, 150 range, 8 shots per minute, which is on par with Rhodian slingers. Yeah, it's on par. 20 armor, 50 health, 35 base morale. They also have a bugged ability called Rapid Volley. And I mean, it doesn't do anything as far as I can see. It's supposed to work just like what is it called? Quick reload. However, it doesn't work like it. If I were to activate this ability in-game, it wouldn't show up. Like, it wouldn't do anything. No bonus to the shots per minute. Nothing really. Periodicoi peltas are the peltas version of the javelin. They have 32 missile damage, 80 range, 7 shots per minute. 60 health, which is 5 less than peltas. 50 health, 60 armor rather, which is 5 less than peltas. 50 health and 40 morale. Then I went over these two, the mercenaries. As I said before, these guys weren't with Sparta before Emperor Edition, or slightly before it. Sparta's only melee cav is citizen cav. Their only missile cav is Tarentines and skirmishers. Their artillery is the same. They have the special Greek beehive onager, and they have the polybolus and Greek giant ballista as their fixed artillery. Strengths and weaknesses. Strengths, high morale for the Spartans. Definitely high morale. These guys' morale are higher than even the Romans. Royal Spartans have 75 morale. Praetorian Guard have 70.